Okay, here's what we got going on. So I got the two new boxes set up. The bees are doing themselves a little dance. Had them closed up for about 2 or 3 hours, but I don't want them closed up too long. It's getting warm. But as soon as I opened it up, bees came out and looked like about half of them were hanging, half of them were going. But they'll end up coming back to that. But that's actually not going to be there too much longer. I finally figured out what I'm going to do with the excess 4 or 5 frames that I've got. What you missed out on was me spinning in circles trying to figure out what I was going to do with excess resources. So one thing I'm going to check on is I'm going to go through my bigger hives and see about swapping out the partials for complete capped. And if I can't find that, then I'm just going to let them rob the stupid partials out. I end up with some drawed comb out of it, and either way the resources end up back in hives. I ran through we could do another split, or we could do this, we could pull from here. Oh, we can't pull from there. Okay, well, we could pull from that one. Oh yeah, we could pull from that one. Do I want to pull from that one? So I just decided to err on the side of caution, and at least at the current state. So all we're doing is keeping these babies getting going, and all of my best final resources are going into them, so they should be fine. I'm also going to get me, as soon as Bob over at Walker Bee Ranch get set up, I'm going to see about getting some of that Apis biologic through him for the fall feeding, and that should give them the last of the sustenances they need. Well, and then I've also got that little patch of flowers blooming up there. But so that's the finished off as far as for what we're going to do with those resources. I'm not going to make you watch me because it might take me a while of pissing off bees to figure out where to put stuff and where to pull stuff, and even whether I am pulling stuff and putting stuff. So I want to thank you for your time, and I hope you had enjoyed this crazy ride today, or at least what you saw of it. Had about a half an hour of footage of me going around in circles trying to figure out and come up with the plan of what I wanted to do, and I actually just ended up right where I started, so I guess that should have stuck with the first idea as it was. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all that stuff out there and distribute it through the bigs and see if I can pull some fully capped stuff, and I'll take it into the house. And then I'm going to move the swarm hive over to the center so that those two will end up going into it, and that'll actually give it a nice little bump for this fall season too. So there's the plan, and there's where we'll see what we're doing. Keeping everything closed down small, keeping everything closed up so we don't get robbing going on. We haven't had any issues with that, and I don't want to have any issues with that, so I'm trying to be real careful. Some of them are eating all their syrup, some of them are touching their syrup a little bit. I'm not going to put any more feed on the big ones for probably the rest of this week. I think maybe next week I might put out some more open feed. If we stay like this with weather for a few more 3 or 4 weeks, they should be good. All right, well, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to get back to doing what I got to do, and y'all have a good day. Okay, here's what we got going. Kind of got done doing everything and pissing everybody off. So we got stuff set up for the queens showing up tomorrow. And we got this moved around, and a whole lot of pissed off bees right now. But as I was finishing emptying out my double-sided nuke, I ended up with a beekeeper's surprise. So it's been 2 weeks, I think it has been. Yeah, 2 weeks since those queens would have hatched and all of that. And I hadn't seen any eggs, and I actually hadn't seen any queens. I'll probably cut some of this footage out for you. But as it turns out, in that, I bet that's bright. Let me turn this other way. In that double-sided nuke, we found ourselves, actually, a couple times, captured ourselves 2 queens. Now, I had no eggs, and I couldn't find the queens in there when I was looking, and so I've yet again got more extra resources, so not quite sure what to do. Oh, I did get a really cool situation happen. As a lot of you know, I don't have an extractor, and so I went on OfferUp, and was looking around, and I found an ad for a beekeeper that had to move off their property, I guess, and is getting rid of some equipment, and they've got an electric spinner and 4 complete hives and a bunch of other stuff that I'm gonna go, and I think this next week, pick up from them. Some nukes, a couple nukes. Well, I guess I may have a reason for the nukes. Our swarm sisters seem to be, I've got it closed down way small, so they let like 1 bee in at a time if they want to, and if they don't, they kill it. As you can kind of see there off of the landing board, there's kind of a, I'm assuming, a pecking order struggle. They seem to be letting in the bees with pollen and nectar and what have you, and any of the previous scragglers that aren't wanted, they're just taken care of on the landing board and kicking off. But what happened is I emptied out that double-sided nuke, and I'm gonna get out of here, and on the ground, and there were 2 balls. I figured through the little balls of bees, and there's a queen. And oh, I got a little honeybee on me right now. Let's see if you, she's smelling those queens, because I had those queens in that hand. She said, "Hey, there's a queen over here." But there's not, hun. Go away. Yeah. Let me back off. But yeah, so I kind of got an odd situation going on here. Well, they'll get it figured out, or I guess I got some backup queens. Though I have one question. How do I know if they're virgins or not? Is there some way I can tell or not? I don't know. I'm going to turn you guys off because these bees are pissed off and they're kind of not letting me be. So, plus I smell like queen pheromones. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later. Bye.